The myth of Atlantis has tantalized scholars, adventurers, and dreamers for centuries. Described first by the philosopher Plato around 360 BC, Atlantis was portrayed as a formidable naval power lying in front of the Pillars of Hercules, which sank into the ocean in a single day and night of misfortune. Over time, this legend has grown, incorporating various theories about its real location and the advanced nature of its civilization. In the expansive work of Dolores Cannon, a pioneering figure in the field of past life regression and hypnotherapy, the story of Atlantis takes on new dimensions, weaving together narratives of past lives, advanced technology, and metaphysical phenomena. Today, we will delve into the 7 secrets of Atlantis as revealed through Cannon's research and broader exploration. Are you ready to discover the mystery around Atlantis? Secret 1. Origins and existence of Atlantis. The enigmatic tale of Atlantis begins with its mention by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, who described it as an intimidating naval power that existed about 9,000 years before his own time. Located in the Atlantic just beyond the Pillars of Hercules, the conventional identification for the Strait of Gibraltar, Atlantis was said to be larger than Libya and Asia combined. Plato depicted it as a paradise of sorts, lush with abundant resources, advanced architecture, and a complex water system. However, Atlantis is most known for its abrupt demise, swallowed by the sea in a single day and night of destruction. Plato's narrative may have served as a cautionary tale of moral decay, political decay, and divine retribution. But it has sparked centuries of debate regarding the actual historical and geographical existence of Atlantis. Was it purely a philosophical allegory, or did it reflect a real place that succumbed to natural disaster? Beyond the philosophical roots, the possibility of Atlantis as a real location gained traction with various theories about its existence. Some scholars have tried to match Plato's detailed descriptions with known locations around the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, or even the icy wastelands of Antarctica, suggesting that Atlantis could have been influenced by volcanic eruptions like those that devastated the Minoan civilization on Santorini. Or perhaps it was a victim of rising sea levels. Dolores Cannon's exploration through past life regression brings a fascinating dimension to the Atlantis story. Her work in hypnotherapy led to multiple individuals independently recounting detailed past life experiences on Atlantis. These accounts present Atlantis not merely as a physical location but as a beacon of advanced civilization. According to these regressions, Atlanteans had harnessed the power of crystals and natural energies, used sophisticated technologies, and maintained a spiritually enlightened society. The consistency and specificity of these recollections among various individuals, as reported by Cannon, challenged the outright dismissal of Atlantis as fiction. The described technologies, societal structures, and even the events leading to the island's downfall suggest a deep-seated cultural memory, or a collective unconscious containing fragments of a distant past civilization, potentially lost to rising waters and shifting continents. Adding to this, modern technological advances have allowed archaeologists and oceanographers to discover underwater ruins and anomalies that spur ongoing speculation about lost civilizations that might align with Plato's descriptions. Although no definitive evidence has surfaced confirming the historical reality of Atlantis, these findings fuel the debate about whether Earth's waters conceal the remnants of an ancient advanced society. Consequently, the origin and existence of Atlantis, as illuminated by ancient texts and modern metaphysical research, continue to stir the imagination and scholarly curiosity. Whether as a real city or a profound allegory, Atlantis holds a mirror to humanity's perennial quest to understand its roots and the lessons of its history. Secret 2. Advanced technology of Atlantis. The legend of Atlantis, as recounted by Plato and embellished by generations of storytellers, includes intriguing hints of an extraordinarily advanced society. These hints become vivid and detailed through the works of Dolores Cannon, whose hypnotic regression sessions have purportedly tapped into the memories of individuals who once lived in Atlantis. Through these accounts, a picture emerges of a civilization that not only matched modern technology but in many ways surpassed it. The cornerstone of Atlantean technology, according to Cannon's research, was the extensive use of crystals. These were not mere adornments but powerful tools that harnessed and amplified energy. Descriptions from past life regressions suggest that crystals were the basis for nearly all Atlantean technology, used for everything from energy generation and healing to powering airships and other transportation vehicles. This aligns with the mythos around crystals in various cultures, where they are often attributed with mystical properties. The Atlanteans reportedly used these crystals to create energy fields for healing the body and mind, indicating a holistic approach to medicine that integrated physical, mental, and spiritual health. This supposed ability to manipulate life forces with technology offers a stark contrast to contemporary medicine, which focuses primarily on physical and often invasive treatments. Moreover, Atlantis is said to have utilized sound and light healing, techniques that seem to mirror modern practices like laser surgery and sound therapy, but were allegedly much more advanced in scope and effectiveness. This suggests that Atlanteans had a profound understanding of the interconnectivity of energy frequencies, matter, and biological life. Another significant aspect of Atlantean technology was its application in agriculture. Cannon's subjects describe how the Atlanteans used crystals to promote growth and vitality in crops, effectively managing large-scale agricultural needs with minimal labor. This technology ensured abundant food supplies, supporting a large population and a complex society. Furthermore, Atlantean architecture also benefited from advanced engineering technologies. Massive structures and monuments, often described as being composed of a mix of crystal and other materials, were said to be constructed with precision that would be challenging even by today's standards. This included the ability to make entire buildings resistant to natural disasters, an area where modern technology still often struggles. Transportation technology in Atlantis also appeared highly developed. Descriptions include vehicles that could traverse both air and water, powered by energy crystals, suggesting a level of technological integration and environmental adaptation far ahead of any known ancient civilization. While there is no physical evidence to conclusively prove these accounts, the detailed descriptions of Atlantean technology provided through Cannon's work challenge our understanding of historical technological progression. They paint a picture of a society that had not only mastered the physical elements, but had also achieved a symbiosis between technology and natural forces, presenting a fascinating glimpse into what might have been possible in this lost civilization. Secret 3. Social structure and governance of Atlantis. The social structure and governance of Atlantis, as extrapolated from the accounts provided by Dolores Cannon's regression therapy subjects, paint a picture of a highly sophisticated and morally evolved society. This societal model was underpinned by a unique system of governance that emphasized spiritual enlightenment and technological prowess, setting Atlantis apart from contemporary civilizations both in its era and in historical records. According to these recounted memories, Atlantis was governed by a council of elders, who were not just the oldest members of the community, but also the most spiritually advanced. This council was responsible for making decisions that affected all aspects of Atlantean life, from the distribution of resources to technological advancements and diplomatic relations with other cultures. The criteria for leadership in Atlantis focused heavily on wisdom, knowledge, and a demonstrated ability to align with the ethical and spiritual laws that guided their society. This meritocratic system suggests a form of government where power was based on the virtue and intellectual capabilities of individuals, rather than hereditary or militaristic might. Atlanteans are described as having lived in a society where harmony between technological advancement and spiritual development was paramount. Education in Atlantis was universal and multifaceted, combining scientific knowledge with spiritual teachings. This integration ensured that every individual was well-rounded and capable of contributing to society in a meaningful way. The educational system was tailored to nurture every individual's potential, emphasizing personal development, civic responsibility, and ethical living. Economic activities in Atlantis, as per these accounts, were also uniquely managed. The use of advanced technologies allowed for a high degree of automation, particularly in agriculture and manufacturing, which in turn minimized labor demands and maximized efficiency. This economic surplus enabled a societal structure that could support extensive artistic and cultural pursuits, allowing citizens to engage more with philosophical and creative activities. Furthermore, the Atlantean model of governance reportedly included sophisticated conflict resolution methods that focused on reconciliation and restoration rather than punishment. This approach fostered a cohesive community life and minimized social strife. The described social structure and governance of Atlantis, whether myth or memory, present a model of a utopian society that contemporary civilizations might still aspire to, a society where governance is based on wisdom and virtue. Technology serves the common good, and every individual is valued for their potential to contribute to the collective well-being. These aspects of Atlantean life challenge us to think about the possibilities of societal development when spiritual and moral progress are given as much importance as technological and economic advancements. Secret 4. Spiritual beliefs and practices of Atlantis. The spiritual beliefs and practices of Atlantis, as derived from Dolores Cannon's research through hypnotic regression, depict a civilization where spirituality was not just a facet of life, but its very foundation. This deeply spiritual society was characterized by a harmonious blend of metaphysical practices and a profound understanding of the universe, which significantly influenced their daily lives and technological innovations. According to the recollections of individuals who claim to have lived in Atlantis, the Atlanteans held a belief in the interconnectedness of all life, which was central to their worldview. This belief system recognized that every element of the universe was linked, and that actions taken in one area could have repercussions throughout the entire system. This understanding was not merely philosophical, it was operationalized through their technologies and social practices. One of the most significant aspects of Atlantean spiritual practice was the use of meditation and other mind-expanding techniques to foster what they perceived as a direct connection with the divine. Atlanteans reportedly practiced forms of meditation that enhanced mental capabilities, allowing for telepathy, clairvoyance, and premonition. These capabilities were not seen as supernatural, but as developed skills that could be learned and perfected, suggesting a culture that valued the elevation of mental faculties as a means of personal and societal development. The spiritual practices of Atlantis also extended to their use of crystals, which were believed to be more than just physical tools. They were viewed as living entities that could interact with human energies. These crystals were used not only in technological applications, but also in healing practices, as the Atlanteans believed in the ability to heal both the body and the soul through energy manipulation. This holistic approach to health was a direct application of their spiritual beliefs, emphasizing the balance and wellness of the entire being. Furthermore, Atlanteans are said to have practiced a form of energy healing that involved aligning and balancing the chakras, the energy centers of the body, which are now a familiar concept in many spiritual and holistic health practices today. This suggests a sophisticated understanding of spiritual anatomy that parallels many modern alternative medicines. Finally, the spiritual system of Atlantis reputedly included a detailed understanding of astrological and cosmic cycles, which influenced their agricultural practices, engineering, and even their governance. By aligning their societal activities with these cosmic rhythms, the Atlanteans aimed to live in harmony with the natural world and the broader universe. Secret 5. Cataclysmic destruction of Atlantis. The legend of Atlantis is incomplete without the tale of its sudden and dramatic demise. According to Plato, the island sank into the sea in a single day and night of misfortune, a story that has fascinated scholars and mystics alike. Dolores Cannon's regression work adds layers to this narrative, providing insights that suggest a combination of human error and natural catastrophes led to the fall of this advanced civilization. Cannon's subjects describe Atlantis as a society that had reached the pinnacle of technological advancement, heavily reliant on the power of crystals to sustain their way of life. These crystals were not just sources of energy, they were integral to Atlantean technology, used in everything from healing and agriculture to power generation and construction. However, it was this deep reliance on crystal technology that ultimately contributed to Atlantis's downfall. According to the regressed memories of past inhabitants, the misuse and overexploitation of these powerful crystals created unstable energy conditions. This instability is described as leading to a series of geological and climatic upheavals. As Atlanteans continued to push the boundaries of their crystal technology, they inadvertently triggered a series of catastrophic events. The descriptions often include massive earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, which were likely exacerbated by the geological manipulations performed by the Atlanteans. These natural disasters were not isolated incidents, but part of a chain reaction that culminated in the submersion of the island. Moreover, the narratives suggest that there were significant social and moral deteriorations within Atlantis that paralleled their technological exploits. The spiritual and ethical teachings that once guided the use of their advanced technology were gradually overshadowed by a drive for power and control. This moral decay is often highlighted as a critical factor in civilization's vulnerability to self-destruction. The final act of the destruction of Atlantis, as per these recounted memories, was both dramatic and swift. The island is described as breaking apart, with vast floods sweeping over the land as the destabilized energy grids and natural forces converged. This cataclysm not only wiped out the physical traces of Atlantis, but also served as a stark reminder of the dangers of misusing power. The story of Atlantis's destruction, enriched by Cannon's hypnotic regression findings, serves as a cautionary tale about the limits of technology and the peril of divorcing ethical considerations from scientific advancement. It underscores the belief that societal progress and survival depend not only on technological or scientific prowess, but also on maintaining a balance with nature and adhering to moral principles. This narrative continues to resonate today, echoing in modern discussions about environmental sustainability and the ethical use of technology. Secret 6: Legacy and Influence of Atlantis. The myth of Atlantis, steeped in mystery and allure, has not only endured through millennia but has also profoundly influenced various cultures and modern thought. The legacy of Atlantis, as interpreted through Dolores Cannon's regression therapy, suggests that the impact of this lost civilization extends far beyond its historical and geographical assertions, seeping into the foundations of other ancient civilizations and modern spiritual practices. According to accounts from Cannon's subjects, the survivors of Atlantis's cataclysmic destruction fled to various parts of the world, carrying with them the remnants of Atlantean knowledge and technology. These survivors are said to have become influential figures in emerging cultures, seeding Atlantean principles in the early stages of civilizations across Europe, Africa, and the Americas. This diaspora helped in the diffusion of advanced agricultural techniques, architectural styles, and metaphysical knowledge, which might explain some of the remarkable similarities found in the ancient world's great civilizations, such as the Egyptians, the Mayans, and the Indians, despite their geographical isolation from one another. Moreover, the spiritual and philosophical ideas of Atlantis are thought to have influenced various esoteric traditions and secret societies throughout the ages. The concept of a lost advanced civilization, along with its supposed understanding of cosmic and natural laws, has become a central theme in many mystic and occult systems. These include theories around the use of crystals, the significance of geometric symbols, and advanced healing techniques, all echoing Atlantean lore. In the realm of modern popular culture, Atlantis continues to captivate the imagination of millions. It appears in films, books, and television shows, often depicted as a technologically advanced utopia that tragically lost its way. This portrayal taps into contemporary issues, serving as a metaphor for the potential pitfalls of human ingenuity and the ethical dilemmas associated with scientific advancement. Atlantis also holds a significant place in the New Age and spiritual movements, where it is often idealized as a time and place where humanity lived in harmony with the natural world and had access to higher wisdom and spiritual technologies that are now lost. This romanticized view encourages the pursuit of spiritual growth and the hope that some of the lost knowledge can be rediscovered or revived in modern practices. The legacy of Atlantis, as enhanced by Dolores Cannon's work, thus permeates a wide array of cultural and metaphysical concepts. It represents a wellspring of inspiration and a cautionary tale, prompting ongoing exploration and debate about our past capabilities and future possibilities. This blend of historical mystery and speculative extrapolation keeps the story of Atlantis relevant and deeply influential in seeking an understanding of human potential and historical continuity. Secret 7: Modern Connections and Rediscovery of Atlantis. The myth of Atlantis continues to spark interest and debate among archaeologists, historians, and enthusiasts in the modern era. Dolores Cannon's work, through the use of regression therapy, has added a layer of spiritual and metaphysical intrigue to the search for Atlantis, suggesting that contemporary connections to Atlantis are not only historical or cultural, but also deeply personal and spiritual. Cannon's research posits that many individuals today might be reincarnations of Atlanteans, carrying with them subconscious memories of the lost civilization. This notion has fueled a modern-day resurgence in interest in Atlantis, with people seeking to uncover past life connections and explore the potential wisdom and technologies that might have been lost in its destruction. This spiritual perspective has led to a plethora of books, workshops, and seminars aimed at exploring these connections and harnessing supposed ancient knowledge for personal and collective advancement. In the scientific community, the quest for Atlantis has led to numerous expeditions and underwater archaeological investigations in locations as varied as the Mediterranean Sea, the Caribbean, and off the coasts of Antarctica. Advances in technology such as satellite imagery and deep-sea diving equipment have enabled researchers to explore previously inaccessible areas of the ocean floor, where they search for any evidence that could be linked to a historically factual Atlantis. While these scientific endeavors have yet to uncover indisputable proof of Atlantis, they have led to significant discoveries of submerged structures and artifacts that hint at past civilizations with advanced maritime capabilities. Moreover, the narrative of Atlantis often serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of technological hubris and environmental disregard, themes that are increasingly relevant in today's context of global climate change and technological ethics. The story of a technologically advanced society that was perhaps destroyed by its own excesses resonates with modern audiences facing similar existential threats. Culturally, Atlantis is referenced in discussions about societal ideals, utopian visions, and the human potential for greatness and self-destruction. This broadens the influence of Atlantis from a mere historical or mythical inquiry into a philosophical and ethical exploration that challenges modern society to reflect on its values and trajectory. The modern connections and rediscovery of Atlantis reflect a complex tapestry of scientific exploration, spiritual journeying, and cultural introspection. Whether as a metaphor, a myth, or a lost reality, Atlantis continues to provide a rich source of inspiration and contemplation, encouraging modern society to look deeper into its past for insights and cautionary lessons that might shape a more enlightened future. In conclusion, the narrative of Atlantis, as explored by Dolores Cannon, provides a rich, multidimensional look at what might have been one of the world's most advanced civilizations. Whether viewed through the lens of metaphysics or mythology, the secrets of Atlantis continue to offer a fascinating glimpse into human potential and the universal themes of rise, fall, and redemption. The legend of Atlantis, sustained by both ancient texts and modern metaphysical explorations, remains one of the most enduring and captivating mysteries of our time. I hope this video has given you some new perspective and motivation to gracefully and wisely manage the celestial currents. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time if you are still with me, and if you would like, please think about subscribing to our channel. You may then receive updates on new videos that will provide you with additional knowledge, manifestations, philosophy, and personal development ideas. Your thoughts and opinions regarding this video would be much appreciated. Your contribution stimulates our cosmic research, and we are incredibly appreciative of your being here. I hope you embrace the universe's transformational power, shine brightly on your journey of self-discovery and progress until we meet again. And never forget that we are always here for you and wish you the best possible life filled with success and happiness. I hope you have an amazing day. If you have watched until the end, please respond with MMM, Master Motivational Mindset, so we can connect.